Tigers fans, welcome to another rendition of Hardin County High School basketball. Well, just here a couple of nights ago, and we're right back here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. Steve Carnell and I will be bringing you the play-by-play of tonight's interstate game. It's 2 interstate games in a week, so I don't know if that's getting to be a trend or not. But Central Heights came in the other night. Lady Tigers put a whipping on them, and tonight we have the Kossuth Aggies coming in, and we're looking to see the same thing, hopefully.
Yeah. It's been a good week so far. It's been a good start for the Lady Tigers, and I was talking to their radio play-by-play person down here earlier, and he was talking about they got a pretty good girls team. Boys team, not so much, but their girls have played really well, so it should be a good one. But just the look test, we've got the size on them and the height, it looks like, but they may come in here and shoot the basketball really well. The other night it was a big win over Central Alabama, and looking for another one before they get into holiday breaks before too long. I think Bolivar are coming to town next Wednesday, a Wednesday night game instead of a Tuesday night game, and then they'll get into holiday stuff. And then before you know it, we'll make the turn, and we will be into region and district games. Well, Mr. Clark Jones come up here.
All right.
What is he doing here? He's lost.
In the presence of greatness.
But, Bill, in talking to Coach Burnham the other night during the boys' game, I'm really impressed with how they played each and every game, regardless of our opponent. They haven't let up any.
Yeah, and that's always been the case for the Ron Burnham's teams. They don't stay on the floor very long if they don't hustle, and they're getting it done. And I think one thing that they can't match up with is a lot of height, but they can get out on the perimeter and stop a good shooting team. It's that height that is the biggest problem, and it looks like this game's going to stack up really well for them. All right, let's take a quick pause for a word from our sponsors. We'll have the starting lineups for you right here in just a moment from Michaela Welch. starting lineups for Kossuth is coming out right now as Caitlin Bonds has been introduced. Anna Green will be starting. Also, Darcy Nash. That's Daisy Nash, I guess. And then Zoe Essery and Jessica Hughes. Those are the 5 starters for the Aggies and Lady Aggies, I guess that's what they call them. Next, lights will come down, and spotlight will come up, and it'll be, as they're not cutting the lights off. I see the spotlight man out there. Sarah Strickland has been introduced. Reese Harville has come out. Sarah is a senior. Reese a junior. Faith Ann Shelby a senior. Haley Hardin is a junior. And finally, senior Haley Hallett. Head coach Ron Burnham, assistant coaches Chase Young and Crystal Rich. The Aggies use a scarlet colored uniform as well, and it's a dark maroon type with white trim. Tigers in white, just the opposite, so it's not going to be hard to tell them apart. But practically every one of them has a ponytail, which is the bane to radio announcers, particularly when you're trying to pick them up from behind. Hallett will be jumping against Essery. Tigers pointing south as they normally do at home. Hallett gets the tap easily, gets it over to Hardin. Hardin gets it now to Faith Ann in the corner. Back to Hardin and deep. It's a steal picked up by the Aggies, and they're back down the floor with Zoe Essery doing the work. Outside, inside to Bonds. Bonds tries to drive, dishes it off, and drive it in for a layup is Anna Green, and that came awfully easy. Full court pressure. Tigers get it to Harville, over to Hardin. Now to Hallett. Hallett goes one-on-one into the paint. They're going to call her for a charge. Oh, my. Setting up a block there was Caitlin Bonds, but the official right there on top of the play said it was a ball possession foul. Hallett picks up number 1. The Tigers trail by 2. And Marsh will bring it down. She and Faith Ann are about the same size. With it now is Essery. Essery drives, baseline, puts up a hook shot, won't go. Hallett with the rebound. Tigers. Reese Harville across the timeline. Stops ahead of the key. Outside. Now goes to Hardin in the corner. Nope, that's Strickland in the corner, and it's tapped away there. Touched by Green, and then went through the hands of Strickland. Give it to the Aggies. They lead 2-0. Essery across the timeline. Right side, Bonds. Down the baseline, Bonds drives in. Put a shot up, blocked by Hallett. Hallett gets the loose ball, and the Tigers are off to the races. Strickland will stop, lob it into Hallett. Hallett will bank it, missed it. Fighting for her own rebound, and a whistle and a jump ball will be the call. And that will be Kossuth basketball. Inbound to Essery. Essery dribbles across at 3/4 speed. Curls to the right side. Back outside now. Here's a three-pointer. It's up and good by Caitlin Bonds. That was impressive. Had a hand in her face as well. The Tigers are going to throw it away on the pressure as Hallett tries to go down to Faith Ann and overthrows her by about 4 feet. And the Aggies back on the attack, up 5-0. Zoe Essery throws it on the left wing. They're going to return the favor. They throw it away right on the same spot that we did on the other end of the floor. So the Tigers, with Strickland handling the ball, handling duties, gets it to Harville right wing, now across to Hardin on the left. Back now to Shelby. Right side, Harville under Strickland, left alone, goes in, missed the layup. Rebound picked out by Marsh. Daisy Marsh, I'll get it right in a minute. Zoe Essery stops, picks up the dribble way outside. Now to Bonds. Bonds is going to be called for traveling, I think. Never did see the hand signal, but looked like she shuffled her feet. And the Tigers will get it back on the floor mistake. Still scoreless, almost 3 minutes into the quarter. Hardin out on the left side. 5:11 left to go. First period is 5-0. Now Shelby moves from left to right toward the lane and dishes outside to Strickland underneath to Hallett. Hallett gets this one.
That's going to be there all night long.
Yeah, I don't think they have any way to stop that if we just
execute it.
Quit making them the little petty mistakes that we're making. Of course, their defense is helping that out a little bit. Essery in the corner now to Green. Green goes outside to Hughes. Now to Essery. It's been mostly Essery and Marsh thus far, and Bonds. Bonds drives around the lane, goes up against Hallett. Hallett smothers the shot. I mean, that wasn't a block, that was a smother. And it goes out of bounds. And though the Aggies will get it back, it's a moral victory. Here's a pass underneath the Bonds. Hell ball, it's going to be the call as Hallett reaches in, and they're going to give it to the Tigers now, as is our turn. And Strickland will dribble slowly down. Just over 4 minutes left to go in the first. 5-2. Shelby drives in, angles from the left, banks it, hits it, and she's fouled. So Faith Ann, to her everlasting credit, took it to the glass, picked up the bucket, and she's going to go to the charity stripe for the three-point play. Missed it. Rebound, Essery. Essery over to Green. Try to lob it in, and Harville's going to pick it out of the air, turn it back the other way quickly to Shelby underneath the Hallett. Hallett underneath, missed the layup. Rebound taken down by Green.
Well, she got I think she's real quick is what she's doing, and she's expecting somebody to be there.
And there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Essery across the timeline, met by Harville. Harville and Essery match up pretty well size-wise. Here's a three-pointer off the left wing, and Bonds is going to be credited with another three-pointer. She's got 6. Tigers have got to stop that. Now we get it down to Shelby, who takes a NBA 3, and you heard the crowd. They love it. It's 8-7 now. Tigers down by a single point. Green across the timeline. Double team. Coming in behind is Shelby. Steals it away. Picked up by Hallett, and the Tigers back on the offensive attack. 3:06 left to go first period. 8-7 Kossuth. Strickland stops at the head of the key. Goes right wing now to Hardin. Underneath the Strickland on the give and go. Back outside now. She couldn't go with it. Got it out to Shelby. Shelby in the lane, goes in, puts up the shot. Oh, I thought she hit it. It was off to the left, and it's going to be picked up there by Essery. Tiger offensive threat stalls once again. And Essery will bring it down. Pass underneath the Green. She'll try to reverse layup, and it goes nowhere. And I think they're going to say we touched it, but I don't know how. Give the ball out to Anna Green on the inline. She'll go to Essery. And it's right into the hands of Shelby. She got the steal, and the Tigers back on the attack. Quick pass underneath as in comes Atkins for the Lady Tigers. Here's a 3 from the corner by Hardin. And Haley Hardin hits a 3 that gives the Tigers the lead for the first time. They lead 10-8. Now there's a collision on the other end of the floor as Jada Essery probably the sister of Zoe. Going to be undercut there.
Bill, I don't know what's more exciting, this game or watching this young lady over here beside me eat French fries out of her Frosty.
I've seen that many times.
Well, I've never seen it. So
back in my old Wendy's days, people did it all the time. All right, Anna Green will take the inbounds pass. Driving in and hitting a layup that was in a jungle of arms. Jada Essery still managed to get it to go, and it's a 10-10 tie now. Strickland goes down the floor. She will be stopped at the baseline before any action, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Jada Essery, her first, and the Tigers will take it out. Second team foul for both teams. Inbound Strickland, giving the three. She takes it. She got it. Ooh. That was a cloud sweeper right there. That ball was way up before it came down. Now a whistle and a foul call on the Tiger press. Foul's going to be on Harville. Her first, team's third, and Kossuth will take it out in the backcourt. 1:45 left to go. First period. Tigers lead 13-10. Going to be a good one, folks. Emma Arthur goes to Bonds. Bonds takes the three. It's off no good. Rebound taken down by Strickland. Strickland running under to Hallett. Hallett reached for it but could not get to it. Goes off and out of bounds on the inline. Right in between the two sections of Tiger cheerleaders. And now Anna Green will dribble across the timeline with 1:19 left to go. First period, 13-10 Tigers. Anna drives in, puts up a shot, no good. Haley Hallett with the rebound. To Strickland, long pass down the floor. That's Gamble. Gamble pitches back to Harville. Harville tries a long three. It's off, no good. Out of bounds, untouched. Give it to Kossuth. Into the game comes Ashton Davis. Also in for the Tigers is Emma Smith. Kossuth runs it down the floor. They go in as Zoe Essery goes in and hits a major league layup. And the Tigers run it up. They get it to Smith under to Hallett. Hallett's turnaround jumper in the lane, no good. Got her own rebound, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. That's going to be on Jada Essery. I think that's her second into the line. We'll go Hallett. Hallett shooting two. First shot is rimmed out. 1 point the lead, 45.2 seconds left to go here in the first period. Hardin County on top. Hallett can help that out here with a second free throw. Really deliberate bouncing, but she missed it. Rebound is Essery. 40 seconds across the timeline. Essery on the left side down to Bonds. Cross out, here's a steal. Coming out with is Davis. Davis is going to drive in for the layup. Missed it, but rebound taken down by Green. Now Kossuth is running right back to the other end. 21 seconds left. Here's a three-pointer. It's off, no good. Hallett had the rebound. Davis will end up getting a loose ball. Now they'll get it to Gamble. To Strickland. Strickland drives down to the baseline. 3 seconds. Davis over, and Smith will put it up at the buzzer. In and out. No good. And that's the end of the first period. Hardin County goes in with a 13-12 lead. We'll take a 1-minute pause for a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back here at Michaela Welch. 13-12 the score. Hardin County wins the first stanza, but there are 3 more to go. Nice little crowd here for school night. It is Friday Eve, and I know all of you are finishing up your Christmas plans and buying those special gifts. Certainly need to take some time, come out and watch Hardin County High School basketball. The best game in town for sure. Kossuth has the ball to start the second period, and we're underway. That's Essery. Now DeBond underneath about a 6-foot jumper, too hard. Rebound taken down by Strickland. Strickland right underneath the basket, comes out running. Drives in the lane, scoots out now to Shelby, back outside to Hardin. Hardin takes the 3, dead away, got it. Yes.
Two big ones for her.
Yeah. Tigers go on full court pressure.
That was easy.
They get it across the timeline as Essery drives on the baseline, puts up a shot, blocked by Hallett. Hallett gets the rebound, outlet pass to Strickland, back to Shelby. Shelby had the layup, missed it, but Hallett gets the stick back. Good team basketball by the Hardin County Lady Tigers, and they jump up by 6 here, 18-12. Here's a pass, steal by Hallett at midcourt. Hallett drives in, banks it, missed it, rebound Essery. Oh, that would have been a backbreaker right there. Here's a long pass down the floor, trying to make connection by Bonds, and Essery is going to overthrow it a half a mile, and it will be Tiger basketball on the inline. 6:51 left to go second, 18-12 Lady Tigers. So, Sarah Strickland, right side now, gets it over, and it's a foul, whistle on a foul call, as a pass was intended on the side there to Faith Ann. She got bumped, and I didn't see who the foul was on. So we'll have to miss that one. But Hallett has it at the top of the key. She's on the high post right side. Pumps it back outside. Hardin had it for a second. Now Strickland's got it. Lob in now to Harville, who drives. Makes an arc down the lane, puts the left-handed shot up, no good. Rebound, Kossuth. Good, smooth move, we just can't get it to go. Essery to Bond on way outside, right side. Hallett with her. Lady Tigers in the man-to-man. In the lane, they go to Marsh. Now a jumper in the lane off a quick bounce pass. It's Green. Green hits the little 4-foot flop and give it to the Tigers, now leading by 4. Drive down the floor, comes Hardin in the lane, tries to get it down to Hallett. It gets booted and knocked away, and they say touch last by the Aggies.
That's the one she really needs to lay up to Haley. She's tall enough. Going down low on Haley at her height is hard on her.
It's a high bounce pass. Now to Strickland, inbound to Harville. That was Harville inbounding. She's got it back now. She drives, turns into trouble, loses the ball, bumped a little bit, but Essery is going to come up with it and will run down the floor and dump off right as she got down on a low post. Shot under there is no good. Rebound taken down by Shelby. Shelby off to the races to Harville now on the left side. She got it. Reese Harville.
We need to get her started.
Uncranked offensively. Talking to her grandmother today. And we both agree that she needs to score a lot more. Now there's a whistle and a traveling call issued on Essery as she was double-teamed on the press in the backcourt. And Harville will inbound it for the Lady Tigers. Into Emma Smith. Smith drives. I don't know whether she was planning to shoot or planning to pass it into Hallett, but she got stopped midair, and the whistle is going to put her on the line. The foul is going to be on Jessica Hughes, I'm thinking. I thought that was 2-2. But Emma Smith on the line. She'll be shooting 2 free throws. First one in the cotton. 22-14. Tigers up by 8. Now 9. Emma just looks like a free throw shooter. Inbound to Esri. Full court pressure. She gets it across the timeline, drives down on the baseline, kicks it out now. And a driving jumper is up and good by Caitlin Bonds. Bonds is not big as a minute, but she's got a nice touch, and she's got 8 points already. 23-16, Tigers down the floor. Harville hit fakes. Faked in, went out, laid it off the glass, and scored. Reese Harville. Magnificent drive for a layup. Now whistling a foul call on Shelby.
That's touchy.
Yeah, this press does generate turnovers, but it also generates personal fouls. Hardin across the line now to Esri. Esri drives into the circle, behind the back pass, under, turnaround jumpers in and out by Bonds, and the rebound's taken down by Hallett. Here comes Strickland underneath Hallett. Dragon, got it, banked it, hit it, and she's fouled. Foul's going to be on Starling, and on the line is Hallett for the three-point play with 4:15 left to go in the first period. 27-16, Tigers up by 11 all of a sudden. Hallett can make it 12 here with a successful free throw. Yes, she got it. So, Esri drives, gets it over to Green. Green has it stolen away by Harville. Harville on a return trip, lays it up, missed it, but she's fouled. So Reese Harville is going to the line to shoot 2 with 4 minutes left to go here. And that's going to be on Green. It's her first. That is the 7th team foul for Kossuth, so the Tigers will be in the 1-and-1. First shot by Harville is off the back rim and out of the gym almost. That ball bounded very, very quickly and got out of this place. Second shot's up and good. So Kossuth works it up the floor. Here's Harville with the tap away, but loose ball's picked up by Green. And Kossuth will still have the ball, but they're running out of seconds to get it across the timeline. Inbound is Emma Arthur. Gets it over to Jada Esri. She's in the backcourt. Boy, they must have barely gotten the 10-second call. That was a foul on a double team, and this is going to be on Shelby. That's her second, and out comes Harville, out comes Shelby, in comes Barrier, and I'll get the other in a minute. And there's a driving layup that's up and good by number 21, 22, sorry. That's Hughes.
Good pass.
Tigers come down the floor. They get it under to Hallett. Hallett gets it right back. Scored 2 on the Kossuth end. Hallett goes on the other side and returns the favor. 31-18 now, whistling a foul. It's going to be called on Davis.
You know, Davis and Barrier and Emma Smith, they've all played well the first, our 5th game.
Stronger every game, yeah.
I think Neely is a freshman and Davis a sophomore and junior. Of course, Emma a senior.
Now with it is Barrier. Back now to Starling. And she gets it to Green. Green dribbling outside. Here's a long three-pointer. It's short. Rebound, Strickland. So Sarah Strickland dribbles down the floor. Tigers looking for somebody low. Davis gets it in the corner on the left side. Now to Smith in the lane. Little turnaround. Jumper's good. As Hallett has 11 now. 9 of them in this quarter alone. And it's 33-18. Pass down to Hughes. Hughes goes under and was going to shoot it. Got confused in there and ending up and finally getting the bucket is going to be Hughes. And she's got 4 now. Strickland works the perimeter with just over 2 minutes to go here in the half. Tigers up 33-20. Lucky 13. Smith tries the right side. Chest pass out to Strickland. Strickland stops. Guns for 3. Off the back rim. Rebound. Kossuth. Starling comes up with it. Gets it over to Green. Green back to Starling. Now with it is Essery. Essery drives the baseline. She's going to be fouled down there. I think Davis is going to get... No, they're calling on Hallett. That's her first.
That's her second.
Oh.
Yeah, she had that charge earlier in the game. She'll come out. Atkins come in.
Well, my counter didn't count that up right. I better find out what I did.
Also, Faith Ann in, and also Harville back in.
2 free throws are off, no good. Rebound taken down by Atkins. Atkins over to Strickland. Strickland to Harville, stops, 15-foot jumper, got it. Sliding a little left to right, she jumped up and popped a deuce there, and it's here's a steal by Strickland. On the press, off to Shelby, who's alone for a second, finally goes up for the shot, and they're going to call her for charging. And that's going to be 3 on her.
Well, Coach Burnham, he's upset, and he has every right to be. I mean, she slid up under Faith Ann and didn't go our way. That's tough. That's tough there.
1:29 left, 35-20, Tigers by 15. Across the timeline, Hughes. Double teamed out, now triple teamed. Somebody's got to be open. Essery stops in the circle. There's a jumper from the free throw line. It's off no good. Rebound, Atkins. Good work under there by Katie Atkins. And the Tigers come down the floor and they throw it right into the hands of Coach Malone, the coach of Kossuth. And with 1:05, Kossuth will take it out. Try to cut into this 15-point lead before we go into the locker room.
Gamble and Churchill in now for the Tigers.
Zoe Essery across the timeline. Left wing now to Arthur. First time I've seen her tonight. Now they get it over to Bonds. And now there's a pass outside now to Essery. 40 seconds left. Down in the deep corner. Here's a three-pointer that's going to be swirled in by Jessica Hughes.
Somebody got lost, left her wide open. They can shoot the basketball.
Yeah. Harville dribbles across the timeline, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Zoe Essery.
Kossuth crowd didn't. The official's not making any friends on either side.
Yeah, the crowd's a little bit hostile.
Yeah,
on both ends of the court.
That's a tough job. You never make anybody happy.
Yep. Harville to the line, 1-1, missed it. Rebound, Kossuth. Across the timeline comes Essery. Drives in, goes against Atkins. Is going to go up for the shot, gets stripped. And Essery is completely flustered that she didn't get draw a foul there. But Atkins just had her hands straight up, and the ball just landed into it. It's out. It's a jump ball, the call. And they're going to give it to the Tigers on the alternation with 12 seconds left to go. Strickland to Atkins, high post. To Harville, drives in the corner. Smith for three, missed it. 3 seconds. Now there will be, oh no, I can't believe we got a foul call with 1.1 second remaining.
Well, that wasn't a good foul. I mean, she got up under, and it wasn't a good foul. They weren't going to have time to get it down here and make a shot. Now
you're going to give them to.
Sarah's got her first foul, and they're going to the line to cut it to 10.
First shot's good.
Had a 15-point lead just a few seconds ago.
Second shot. It's good as well. So we're back to a 10-point. Here's a long pass. Was she out of bounds?
No, but she split the cheerleaders over here. They didn't even see it coming. It just went right between them.
Harville tried a full court shot.
Yeah, they're on the baseball
got
team.
Closer than I thought, but to no avail. 35-25 the halftime score. Lady Tigers up by 10. A lot of more basketball coming at you from the Steve Smith press box in Michaela Welch Gymnasium right here in beautiful downtown Savannah, Tennessee, the home of Hardin County High School. We'll take a pause here for a word from the gracious people that make our broadcast possible, and we'll be right back after this. Don't go away.
Welcome back. It's halftime here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. 35-25, the Lady Tigers on top, but in a battle with Kossuth, which, we were looking at them, the look test. We had the size and the height, but as we talked about, they probably can shoot the basketball, and that's what they've done. They've shot it real well. They've shot their free throws real well. They've given us a little trouble in the first quarter, but Tigers up by 10. I'm Steve Cornell along with Bill Sharp, bringing you Hardin County basketball right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. We'll bring in Coach Rory Carpenter of the boys. And Coach, frustrating night to say the least on Tuesday night. You had a 10-point lead, lost it late, and then ended up getting beat by 10. But still, offensively, we're just not there.
Well, like I say, we've had trouble since even the Adamsville game finishing, Steve. But I'll say this: I thought we played the best first half that we played all year. This past Tuesday against Central, we're going to figure it out. We're actually changed some things up. We're trying to figure out, what's going to fit us better. And I thought we did a good job in the first half. I thought we kind of went away from it in the second half. Marlon got tired. He got cramps and couldn't attack the rim as good as he did in the first half, and it just made a difference in what we were able to do. Now, Coach Bryant and them do a great job. I thought they were very fundamental. 1 and 22 are their go-to guys, and they had some good role players. And when the chips fell down there in the second half, they made plays and we didn't. And that was really the bottom line of it, because I thought we played really well in the first half, but just kind of went away in the second half.
Well, I was telling Bill during the broadcast, I said right now they're doing exactly what they want to do with us. They've slowed it down and really played their half-court offense really well. But I think the difference in the game to me, you may say it different, you've seen the film and stuff, is on the boards. We just had trouble all night long getting the rebounds. We had a lot of one and dones. They had a lot of 3 and 4 tries.
Well, You know, when that happens, it don't usually look good for you on one side of the scoreboard. But you know, the thing we're doing is we're trying to figure out what we can do and what we feel comfortable doing, offensively and defensively. We changed a few things up. You know, we still hadn't got everybody back that we need back. You know, Wheeler played the other night at about 70%, but it's going to take time. I think, you know, when it's all said and done, I think tonight, you know, we play a very similar team to Central Kossuth, Mississippi, a lot like Central. They're going to play hard. They're going to, you know, do a lot what they do. They play a lot of man defense, and they'll mix it up a little bit. But we just got to keep doing things that we do well in practice and put it over into a game and hopefully finish some things. You know, when you can't make shots, you're not going to win games.
Exactly.
And you know, I wish I had a secret formula to tell you, but that's really kind of the gist of it. And hopefully the shots will start falling, and we'll start executing the way that I know we can.
Well, when you know, I want to ask you, and I'll probably ask you again Saturday, but Marlon, 4-year starter. I mean, he's your go-to guy. He's the one that's been around the longest. Have you had conversation with him, or is he struggling on his own, or like, you know, within his own self, and it's going, you know, hey coach, do you see something, or you just kind of let him play out of it? And he kind of shot the ball better the other night.
Yeah, he had a good first half.
Yeah, had a good first half. So you just let him shoot his way out of that?
Yeah, and in his defense, he really got tired in the second half. We were asking him to do a lot of things. We were trying to, you know, change some things up in our press, and we didn't get a lot out of our press. We played man-to-man. I thought we looked really good in it at times, but honestly, I think just him playing the minutes that he plays, he don't get a lot of rest, got cramped up, and he just kind of didn't have his mojo in the second half. And I know he's not played the Marlon Yarborough basketball that we're used to seeing in the past, but I think that's going to come. I don't push him on that. He's a young man that's kind of, you know, you kind of let him try to figure it out himself. And I believe he's going to get out of it. He has good practices. He comes to work every day, and I think that's just something he'll figure out on his own. And I don't want to put any more pressure on him. And plus, we've got to help him a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, we've got to help him, and we've got to finish some shots that he gets into our hands. And like I told you, it's going to be a work in progress. But I saw some good results the other night. Central is not a bad basketball team. I think they're very fundamental. And but, you know, we were up. We just didn't play a very good second half as far as finishing shots and being able to attack the rim. I thought we quit attacking the rim, and that made a lot of difference in what the results were in the end.
Well, we got this game tonight with Kossuth coming up following the girls' game. Then Wednesday night, the game's been changed from Tuesday to Wednesday night. Bolivar Central coming into town, and then we'll head to Red Bay on Friday, and then kind of get into a holiday schedule right after that, I believe.
Right. Well, Kossuth is going to be well coached. I know Coach Robert Burdett. He was at Clear High School back in the 90s when I was at Hatton, and we happened to face one another in the Final Four. When he was there, they were going for their third straight state championship, and we were able to come out victors that night. And we've been friends ever since, actually. And I can tell you this about him: they will be well coached, and he does a tremendous job. He's hard-nosed, and we're going to get a big, we're going to get a big shot out of them. And now Bolivar itself, I think that game's been moved to January 19th. Yes, it's on over in January. Yeah.
Well, the email I got, they moved it from Tuesday to Wednesday.
No, that's actually been changed, and I knew you said that, and I'll double check it. I think that's going to be reset for the 19th.
So we don't play Bolivar next week.
No, we
need to make sure
we have the one game. Yeah. We have the one game against Red Bay at Red Bay next Friday.
Okay. All right. Well, I just knew I got an email, and
that's what we tried to work out.
That's what you tried, but it didn't work out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we won't be here on Wednesday, but I don't know why you said anything. I would have looked forward to Bill meeting me up here.
packed crowd.
Yeah, I would have let him come on up here on his own and not answer his phone call.
Yeah, I've done it before.
But anyway, Coach, I appreciate you coming up here, and nothing helps things but a win.
That's right. Beat a W tonight.
Win, yeah, W heals all wounds for a little while anyway.
Sure. Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you on Saturday. Hopefully, if you're in town, you want to come around, come down there and have a biscuit. You like those biscuits?
Sounds good.
All right, man. All right, it's Coach Rory Carpenter. Lady Tigers up 35-25. We're at halftime. Second half tip coming your way in 30 seconds.
Second half basketball action underway here in just a couple of seconds as Kossuth will start it out with the basketball. And they're trailing 35-25 at the hands of the Hardin County Lady Tigers.
Hey, I just got confirmation, too, from Athletic Director Matthew Smith. It will be on the 19th now. The Bolivar game has been moved to the 19th of January.
Be sure to send me the memo.
Yeah, I will.
Don't
worry.
Underneath, I don't know if it was a shot or a pass. I was listening to Steve, but it's out of bounds off Kossuth. Give it to the Lady Tigers. And Strickland will bring it down to Hardin on the left side. All the way around the horn to Strickland on the right corner. Back to Shelby. Shelby left side now. Across to Strickland, giving it 3 instead. Lobs it under to Hallett. Hallett gets an easy layup. They don't have a defense for that.
No.
They're going to have to foul her. Now, she's going to have to hit her free throws. But Esri will bring it across the timeline. Now it's a 12-point Tiger lead. The Aggies from Kossuth, Mississippi, just outside Corinth, on your way to Memphis. Here's Esri coming from right to left. Finally turns back toward the circle. Picked up there by Harville. Harville has been on her like glue throughout the game. As to the baseline goes Bonds. Bonds puts up a shot. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it was blocked by Haley, and they both just kind of looked at it, and then Haley realized, hey,
I didn't know if
that's a wild ball.
I thought she just missed it.
Yeah, she got a piece of it.
There was inbounds pass going to be batted away, and they'll just move the ball out toward the corner and let Kossuth inbound it. This time they're going to Bonds underneath. Green goes up for the shot and gets the deuce inside fairly easily. 10 points to game again as Strickland comes across the timeline to Harville. Goes down the low post on the left side, kicks it out to Hardin. Hardin's 3 won't go. Strickland gets it out and to Harville right at the free throw circle from about 17 feet away. And Harville picks up her 10th point tonight. Finally, she's getting untracked offensively. Now there's an attack at midcourt, and that was Harville. It threw it back to Hardin. Hardin lost it right into the hands of Reese, who was on her back, and she retained it. Got it back. Now a three-pointer off the left side by Harville is no good. Struggle for the rebound, and Hallett. And it looks like Bonds are going to tie it up down there. Just under 6 minutes to go, 39-27. Tigers up by 12, inbound to Hardin. Given an open 3 and hit twice but wouldn't go. Rebound taken down by Green to Esri, and a whistle. And fouls on Strickland. First team foul for the Tigers. And Marsh will bring it down and get it over, and driving up is Bonds for a bank shot from the right side, and she had a knee up high, and I'm not sure whether it's going to be on Hallett, and that's her third. And to the line will go Caitlin Bonds shooting 2. First one is off, no good. 5:37 left third. 39-27. Tigers on top. Bonds going to try to cut that lead and does. 39-28 now. Long pass down to Hardin, given about a 12-foot shot and wouldn't take it. Goes back out to Harville, who'll pick up the dribble on the left wing. Cross court now to Strickland. To Shelby, back to Hardin. And weave going on by the Lady Tigers. Shelby in the corner to Hardin. All the way back outside to Strickland. Harville dumps it off to Shelby for 3 on the left wing. Faith Ann Shelby hits the 3, and the Aggies come down the floor. Esri triple team and still got through. She goes in, looks away, tried the layup, missed it. Rebound taken down by Atkins. Out to Strickland. Strickland outside to Shelby. Shelby giving a 3, instead goes in the lane, stops, jumps, missed. Rebound Harville goes in for the shot, got it. And she's fouled. So that's 12 for Reese. And the foul is going to be on, that's her third, Jada Esri, that's her third. And to the line for the three-point play is Reese Harville. Jim's dead silent as Harville goes to the line and missed it. Rebound and push-off foul is going to be called on the Tigers. And it's going to be on Atkins. That's the first on Katie. Inbound to Esri. Esri behind the back dribble. Goes underneath and catches Arthur alone. She missed the layup. Harville with the rebound. Back down the floor. It's a three-pointer, running, jumping three-pointer by Shelby. It's off, no good. Atkins, I thought, had the rebound, but it's taken away from her by Hughes. And the Aggies will bring it down the floor, now trailing by 16. Esri will kick it out of bounds. They're saying the ball must have hit Harville's foot. That's the only thing that could have been. And Esri goes to the bench, and Anna Green comes in her place. Inbound pass back to Green. Green tries the 3. Boy, it looked good from here, but it won't go. Rebound Atkins. Good hustle, but she had it stripped away, which goes back. Coming with it is Hughes. Hughes goes up for the shot, and a whistle and a foul is going to be on Katie Atkins. That's her second. 4th team foul to only 1 team foul for Kossuth. Green's first shot's up and off. Second shot, missed it. Atkins with the rebound. Tigers back on the attack. Just under 4 minutes to go in the third. Up 44-28. Esri. This is going to be a steal here. As a pass is attempted, and off to the races goes little Darcy Marsh, and she's going to pick up a deuce down there. Little bitty girl. And she cuts the lead now to 14. Tigers are going to cough it up on the other end. Atkins had it for a second. Loose ball. Now Kossuth back on the attack. To Green. Green drives. Goes under for the shot. And she's going to be fouled by Atkins. I'm thinking, you never know. Every time you think you know the number, they're going to call out. Instead, they call it out on Hardin. That's a normal way of things. And now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout Hardin County with 3:18 left to go in the third period. Tigers up by 14. We will take a pause here and we'll be back in 30 seconds. 44-30. We want to make sure everyone knows that the game that we thought was rescheduled next week with Bolivar for Wednesday has been canceled and moved to January. So no matter what you see on the schedule, no matter what you have heard from us up to now, there's only one game next week, and it's Friday night. And I think I got that right. To the line for Kossuth is Jessica Hughes. She's shooting 2. First shot is good. Cut the lead to 13, but she missed the second shot. Harville with the rebound, and will dribble it down with 3:14 remaining. Strickland on the right side. Callahan is into the game for the Tigers. Here's a shot off the left wing by Hardin. It's no good. Rebound is Green. Green is going to run the floor. Challenges Harville on the left side and banks the shot and hit it. Boy, she's got 10 now. And Shelby gets a pass from Strickland on the right side, right back to Strickland. And now Shelby has it back. Hardin on the left side to Harville. Drives in, tries to go up for the shot. Can't call it. It looked like there was going to be a whistle foul. They all just kind of stopped, and now Kossuth is off to the races. Down in the corner on the left side, back outside to Bond. Bond in the circle, goes up for the shot. One of those under the rim kind of jammers that happens when you're throwing up a prayer. But she's fouled. The foul's going to be on Hardin. And that's her third. And to the line will go Caitlin Bonds. In comes the Tigers' Churchwell. We've got Clara Callahan out there. There's a shot, by the way, is off by Bonds. And the Tigers will have the rebound. And they're back down the floor. Churchwell has it outside to Harville. On the left side to Gamble. To Churchwell. Left wing, giving a 3 but not taking it, is Shelby. Back out to Harville. Harville drives, gets it out to Gamble for a deuce. Just inside 3-point range, and Gamble nailed it. Gamble hits the 2, and it's 46-34. 1:28 left to go in the third period. This game not out of reach for Kossuth. As Bonds has it right wing. Goes to Green in the corner. Green drives goes after Callahan, loses it. Pass in the corner is going to be intercepted there by Shelby. Shelby comes down the floor. Goes left wing to Harville. To Churchwell. Now Shelby for 3. It's off, no good. Rebound Green. 53 seconds left in the third. Tigers up by a dozen. Nice crowd of students here tonight supporting their hometown favorites. Here's a driving hook shot put up by Emma Arthur, and she will be fouled. And that's going to be on Churchwell, her first. And there's a team 7th foul for the one good thing that came out is Arthur missed the first free throw. She'll get another. This one rattles but falls. So we got an 11-point sprint here, 46-35, 36 seconds remaining. The Tigers would love to get 2 or 3 more here before we go to the fourth period. Shelby back outside, back down to 23 seconds now. Gamble Cross to Strickland, right wing. Back to Harville, 17 seconds. They're holding it for 1. 14 seconds. Gamble. Under pressure, goes to Strickland on the right wing. She's trapped, double team, throws it away. Picked up by Arthur. Arthur goes in the lane with 1 second, put up the shots, no good. And that is the end of the third period. And the Kossuth coach is incredulous. He thought she thought there would be a foul there, and there wasn't. So 46-35. We got one more to play. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Out to Reese Harville. Sarah Strickland on the right side. Under as Hallett turns, banks a little 7-foot jumper, hit it, and she's fouled.
Man, they're really frustrated and doing a lot of talking. Kossuth, that is. When they feel strongly about something, they don't care to look at the official and express their
opinion.
Their opinion.
And Hallett misses the free throw. We were just talking while we were off about how poorly both teams are shooting from the free throw lane. And Kossuth tries down in the deep corner, loose ball, and finally coming up with it is Green. Now Esri. Here's a shot by Green from the corner. It's good. Check that. That's Jessica Hughes with the three.
They kept themselves in the game with a three-pointer. They've hit quite a few tonight.
That is that cut the lead to 8. Hardin. Right side, Strickland. Strickland looking for some help. Gets it to Hallett. Baseline about 12 feet out.
That's a bad pass.
She lobs it down in the lane to Strickland, but it's going to be picked off and controlled there by Green. Anna Green drives down, loses it as she gets to the end line. Coming up with it is Shelby. Faith Ann drives all the way in, lays up the shot. No, won't go. Rebound. Saved in bounds into the hands of Strickland. Now to Hardin in the corner to Harville for 3. Yes!
Well, we needed that one.
Yeah, now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout Kossuth. 51-40. 11 points to lead the Tigers, and we will be back in 60 seconds. Stay with us here on K93. 51-40 the score with 5:35 left to go in regulation. And I'm saying regulation because this game is far from decided. And these Kossuth Aggies are not here to lose. Essery stops, guns at 3. It's off the side rim, goes in the corner, picked up by Green. Passed outside now. A whistle and a foul is going to be called on the Tigers. Foul is going to be on Strickland. I'll show that as her third. To the line goes Anna Green to shoot 1 and 1. She'll get 2. First one cut the lead to 10. And this second free throw can get it down to single digits. And it hasn't been there but maybe a couple of times since early in the game. 51-42, she bags them both. 5:21, Harville tries to penetrate on the left side, gets it out to Emma Smith.
Oh, she
Emma's going to be called for traveling. She got ahead of herself and was trying to get a pass off. A defender got in the way and she took an extra step. Hardin checks in, Smith checks out. And 5:15 remaining here in the fourth. Essery brings it to the head of the key, left wing. There's a long shot by Arthur. It's off no good, but it's going to be retrieved by Green outside on the perimeter. Down on the baseline, Harville struggles with it as she's falling toward the end line and ended up falling a little too far. It will be Kossuth basketball. Athletic effort just ran out of room. Inbounds. Jumpers up, no good by Essery. Had a whistle and a foul.
That's on Hallett.
It's going to be on Hallett.
That was a terrible call as well. She was right there holding her ground. She just swatted it.
And straight up.
Yeah, she didn't even jump, the shooter, and that's terrible.
51-42 now. 9 points. And Essery on the line. She's helping us out from the free throw line by missing the first of 2.
That's Haley's third, so.
Well, see, I thought I had it right.
Yeah, but the thing is, that wasn't.
Hallett checks out. In comes Atkins. Essery looking to hit 1 out of 2 here. And took her sweet time, but she hit it. It was an 8-point game now. 4:58, just under 5 minutes to go here. Hardin, double team, in trouble. And Coach Burnham right there on the spot called a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. Come back with 4:52 remaining. Tigers up by 8. (51-43) is the score. 4:52 left to go in this first of 2 games tonight against Kossuth, Mississippi. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell as the Tigers bring it in. They get it to Harville. She'll go back outside to Strickland. To Hardin. Left open on the left side. Decides not to penetrate. Instead, backpedals. Gets it to Harville. Down whistle and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Zoe Essery. I'm thinking that's her 4th. Here's an inbounds pass to Shelby. Shelby for 3 in a deep corner on the right side. And she nailed it. Now the Tigers jump back up by 11. Essery dribble and show out front. Passes underneath.
Nice. We were late.
And
fouled.
They got it in there quick enough, and Atkins just couldn't get to her in time. Atkins will pick up the foul. That'll be her third.
This seems like a veteran team. They play well together. They move well. They seem to know where each other's going to be, and they shoot it well.
Not a bad basketball team at all.
That's what they told us in the beginning. Had a pretty good season so far.
The shot for the three-point plays off no good. Strickland with the rebound. Sarah across the timeline. Gets it to Harville. Harville drives in the paint. Dishes out to Hardin on the left wing. They're working way outside at the Tiger head. Now left wing to Hardin. Down low to Harville. A whistle and a foul call. This is going to... Yeah, I think that's her fourth.
Well, we got 10 team fouls, so they're in the double bonus rest of the way out.
And they've only got 4.
They'll make
Shelby goes left wing now to Hardin. Hardin backs out toward the circle. Back to Strickland. Tigers up by 9 now. Need to be patient, but they don't want to stall here. To Harville at the free throw line. Now to Atkins for the 15-foot jumper. She hit it. Katie Atkins giving that jumper about 10 feet 6 inches. 15 feet 6 inches, and she hit it.
Yeah. Good ball movement.
Pass down the floor. Jumper is off. No good by Green. Struggle for the rebound underneath, and there's going to be another whistle and a foul against the Tigers.
But see, just like that right there, that wasn't really a foul. The Kossuth player went to the ground, so as soon as she went to the ground, they called a foul.
I show that as 4 because I'm never official on these fouls because I can't see they don't show me their fingers. But the
that was on Atkins.
Oh, it was on. Okay. Well, yeah, but it's 4. That's what I'm saying. I show it as 4. The first shot by Anna Green is up and good. She'll get one more. And she missed it. Rebound Harville. Harville will be fouled for behind, and if I'm not mistaken, that's 5 on Zoe Essery. Oh, sorry. That's not Essery. That's number 24, and that's Jada Essery. So that's 4 on her, according to my records. The Tigers have it out in the backcourt. 3 minutes to go. Strickland in the forecourt, right side. Now to Harville. Harville over to Strickland again. Now coming out and helping is Shelby. A little circular weave going on the perimeter. 2:44. Hoping to run its clock a little bit and go to the free throw line to get it to Shelby. Now to Harville. Being very successful with it so far. Atkins goes out to Strickland.
We had Meadowlark Lemon out there. It'd be just like watching the Globetrotters.
Now they finally draw the foul, and Shelby will not be going to the line because that's just a 16th foul.
We just dated ourselves, or I just dated myself. A lot of people are going, who's Meadowlark Lemon?
Well, if there's any consolation, I know exactly who.
Yeah, well, go to Google and look it up, and you'll see.
You'll right up there next to Meadowlark.
Yeah.
Hardin. Now back to Harville as the Tigers, following the foul, are working the stall here, if you will. Hardin, or Harville rather, drives in the paint, goes in for the shot. She is going to be fouled. It's a good thing because she would have run right through that.
That's on 24, and that's all of her. She knew it. She looked at her coach. She said, "I'm out."
That's Jada Esri.
Yeah.
One of the times I'm right on my fouls.
Yeah.
She's gone, and
I like her. She's feisty now.
Harville's going to the line, and she'll be shooting 2.
She's played hard, but she knew when she had fouled out, too.
Reese Harville gets her 16th point. That's good to see. Second shot, you got it, boy.
She's leading all scores now.
Yep. She's got 17. Essery drives in. She's going to be called for traveling. She crossed her feet up and skipped as she went down the lane. Was intending to pass, I think, the whole time.
We got a technical now.
Ended up calling
on 24, just fouled out on the bench. She stood up, yelled at the official, and she quickly got teed up.
This could end up being an interstate incident before it's over tonight. This Kossuth bunch not happy.
Yeah, well, her coach is not happy either. She had to pull her back. She's got to learn to keep her emotions in check.
Strickland, that's a coaching technical. It's a team foul. Strickland goes to the line. First shot's off, no good. Second shot is good. So she gets 1 or 2 there. The Tigers are shooting at 47% from their free throw line. 1:52 remaining, up by 13. There's timeout on the floor. Timeout, Hardin County. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay. .152 remaining. Tigers up 59-46, and they have the basketball. Harville will inbound it following the technical foul on the Aggies. Hardin, left side. Pressed out there. Gets it over to Strickland. Just on the other side. Close to the center court line. Strickland drives down to the baseline. Dishes off to Hardin. Hardin picks up the dribble. In trouble. She'll have it stolen. And with it now is Bonds. As we go down to Essery. Essery puts up a 3. It's off no good. Hallett in the game once again. 116. Tigers with the rebound. And that was Hallett on the rebound. To Strickland. To Hardin, right side. Hardin, bounce pass to Shelby. Loose ball picked up by Hallett. Put it up and in.
Well, she went up high off the glass on that one.
So now Hallett was 17 and Harville both was 17. That sounds like a good number. Driving is Essery. Shot blocked by Harville. Loose ball stolen back by Essery. Essery goes in and will lose the ball. It goes out, saved in by Kossuth. Now
Hallett.
A noggin bump there or two, and if this is on Hallett, she's already walking to the bench. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, she got in between and really couldn't do anything with the way she positioned, but she's had a good game.
Good time to have a 15-point lead. In comes Emma Smith. In comes Ashton Davis. First shot is up and good by Green. And the second one is off, no good. And it's 61-47, 32 seconds remaining. Tigers will take home a victory tonight. Won't have to go very far. They already are home. But it'll be victory number 4. And they work the perimeter to perfection outside. It's like maybe they've practiced this quite a bit. Strickland going to be called. Oh, no, they're going to call a push-off on Strickland. That is the cheapest foul I've ever seen. I guess you're probably hoping they can get out of the building.
9 seconds.
9 seconds left to go, and he calls a foul. It's going to be on Strickland, her fourth. She's shaking her head. He's shaking his, and I'm shaking mine. Essery, 2 seconds, goes in the lane, travels with the ball, but it's going to hit a last-second shot. And they're going to give it to her, but that's the end. As the Hardin County Tigers defeat the Kossuth Aggies by a score of 51 to
61-49.
61-49. I'm looking it up. Thinking that was a 5. Said it was 6. 61-49 and moved to 4-1.
Yeah, we started off slow, and Kossuth, they came to play, and that's what you want. They gave us a challenge. They shot the ball relatively well. They moved well with a half-court offense, and we had to work. And it's good to see Reese get on track offensively. Of course, Haley doing her thing. And also Faith Ann getting on track, too. She has some threes tonight. And then you've got some role players coming off the bench that played well and didn't let it get out of hand at that point. Actually kept our lead or increased our lead. So another good win. So we'll take a week off and then head down to Red Bay, Alabama. And that'll be a tough place to play. They've got a lot of tradition down there in basketball.
3 players in double figures as Harville and Hallett ended up tying with 17 for high point honors. Faith Ann had 11. And also Haley Hardin had 6. She had a couple of threes. Emma Smith played well off the bench. Bailey Gamble came in and put in some quality time. Katie Atkins had 2, and Sarah Strickland had 4, and that about wraps it up for the Tigers scoring. So, Lady Tigers win it as they head on down the road in a week or so. 61-49 here, Michaela Welch. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back as we get prepared for the second game of the night. Stay with us. All right, back here at McKenna Welch Gymnasium, Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell. It's time for the second game of the night as the Tigers are hosting the Aggies of Kossuth, Mississippi. A little interstate fight that we have ever so often. First game of the night ends up a 61-49 victory by the Lady Tigers. And looking to follow suit on that, the Tigers are out on the floor doing their warm-ups. And I still don't see Caden Pope. Is he not dressed out tonight?
Yeah, he had an ankle injury before the Lawrence County game.
Yeah, I knew about that. I thought maybe he'd be ready.
Oh, okay. He's at the All-Star game. That's why he's not here.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I didn't. We'll have to take
getting his football on tonight.
Take that into account as this Kossuth team is coming up. We're not really sure of their record. I understand they're not setting the world afire, but anytime these two interstate teams get together, there's going to be a squabble.
Well, Roy and the coach for Kossuth, they're very familiar with each other, and he was telling me that coach for Kossuth had 6 state championships in the state of Alabama, and so he knows what he's doing. But sometimes you got to have the players as well, and they look a lot like Central on Tuesday night, size-wise, and but you know. They come down here, they play hard, and we need something really good to happen for our boys. We need to get a win, number one, but we need to play a really solid game to kind of turn this thing around. I know it's early, and we talk about it being a marathon deal in basketball, but, you know, it's one of those games that, hey, this could turn the whole season around, and if somebody, when you get a couple get hot.
You got so much to overcome, like the inexperience that we're dealing with. That is something that will take care of itself. There's been no lack of effort by the Tigers, and that tells me that down the road things are going to come around for them. Rylan Henry is being introduced as a lead starter for Kossuth, followed by number 12, and he's not on my roster. I'll have to check that out. Also, Tyler Johnson and number 34, Ethan Tucker. And one other, and I'll catch that.
The spotlight must have burned out.
Taylor Couch comes out for the first time this year in the tunnel.
We may need Taylor. He was pretty hot in between games.
Garrett Smith to be the first starter for the Tigers, followed by Marlon Yarbrough, a senior. Smith, a junior. Tyler Jarrell is a senior. Wheeler Wilkes, a junior. And at center, Caleb McGee, a junior. And I'm still trying to track down that number 12 is Jack Hancock. He is not on my roster. As they come out on the floor ready for the tip-off. It looks like Hancock will be going against McGee for the toss. And the tap's controlled by Kossuth. But the ball goes out on the inline. All the way to the edge of the court and out of bounds. And they're going to re-jump it because no one gained control of the ball. Don't see that very often. Second tap's going to be controlled also by Kossuth. And they will bring it down the floor. With it is Jackson to Hancock. Takes the three. It's off, no good. Rebound is taken down by Smith. Garrett Smith with the rebound. Yarbrough off and running. Goes in a deep corner now to Wilkes. Left side to Gerald for three. A little too hard. Rebound taken down by Ethan Tucker. And the Aggies come down the floor. No score. 7:18 left to go in the first. With it is Hancock. There's a steal by Yarbrough on the wing. Will drive in. Head fake inside. Go outside. Laid it up and in. So Yarbrough starts out with a deuce, and the Tigers take the early lead. Henry. That's Ryland Henry. Out of Hancock, who takes the three. It's no good. Loose ball underneath, and the stick backs up and in. I'll get his number, and that is going to be Bryson Jackson. Tigers down the floor. They go in the corner, throw it away. Stolen there by Jackson. Outlet pass now to Henry. Henry into the forecourt. He's overrun from behind by Gerald. The ball squirts out, but not before Tyler Gerald picks up his first personal, team's first personal, and the game's first personal. 6:31 left to go here in the first period. We're tied at 2. And Kossuth's going to throw it away as Henry tried to go to Jackson in the corner on the right side, and too low, too hard, and out of bounds. So Yarbrough kicks it left for the three-pointer. It's up and good by Tyler Gerald, who gets his first long-range bomb of the night. The Tigers go into full-court pressure. Steal by Yarbrough. Yarbrough goes on the baseline, throws up a one-hander as he slides down the baseline. It won't go, but a whistle and a foul is going to put Marlin on the line. And foul is going to be on Blake Doles, his first. So Yarbrough hits the first one. It's 6-2 now. Misses the second one, however. Jackson with the rebound. Ethan Tucker, rather, on the rebound. And the Aggies work outside the three-point circle. Go in the right corner. Loose ball picked up by Gerald to Yarbrough. Yarbrough down, and here's Wilkes for three. It's good. So Will Wilkes hits the three, and it's 9-2, and Kossuth calls timeout here with 5:36 remaining in the first period. We'll be back in 30 seconds. A 7 with 5:36 left to go in the first period. Leading 9-2, but Kossuth will take it out on the inline. Inbound now to Hancock as a steal. Coming up with it is Gerald. Gerald takes it to the glass, pushes the left-handed bank shot up. He hit it. So Gerald with 5. Kossuth brings it all the way down quickly. Get trapped in the corner, and they will.
He stepped on the line.
He will try to bounce it off a Tiger player, but at the same time he put his foot on the line, and that is a no-no. Give it to the Hardin County Tigers, now leading by 9. Wilkes has it. Back to Yarbrough. Yarbrough's long three is off, no good. McGee coming in for the rebound. Yeah. Was unable to control it. It's a wonder he didn't break a finger where that ball hit him. But Kossuth will have it out in the backcourt. Then they go to Jackson. Right side. Back now. Here's a three-pointer. It's up and good by Jack Hancock. He hits a three. And the Tigers come back on the offensive end, leading by 6. 4:41 left to go first. Here's McGee at the free throw line. immediately kicks it left wing to Gerald's. Back out to Yarbrough. Now to Gerald's for three. And he buried it from about 20 feet. And there's a steal by Yarbrough on the inbounds pass. Tigers got it back. Yarbrough takes the three. He got it. Yarbrough drew a little bit of iron, but hey, it counts three no matter how much iron it hits. 17-5 now. Tigers up by 12. With it, it's Henry. Now around to Tucker. Tigers in the zone, and they'll knock it out of bounds. Kossuth not able to handle the ball very well. And the referee can't seem to get the proper procedure for inbounding the ball. Now they get it. Yarbrough is coming down the floor. Left wing, and all of a sudden, Gerald's not left open until now, and he puts up a three. Bang-a-roo. Tyler Gerald's has 11 points early here. 20-5 as the Tigers drop back on defense. They put the pinch on, and there's a foul called on Gerald's. That's going to be his second. Now give it to Kossuth following the foul. 3:29 remaining in the first period. Tigers up by 15. Kossuth, Henry passes down low, and for a second there, it looked like Anderson had it, and then had it knocked out of bounds. That's Johnson, rather. Inbound. They go to Hancock. Now to Tucker. Back to Hancock. Now to Henry. Tigers in a 2-3 zone. Yarbrough kind of floating around. It's a matchup zone. Tucker drives, shoots, missed, rebound is Wilkes. Wilkes to Yarbrough. Yarbrough quickly down the floor, drives in, puts the shot up off the glass. A whistle and a foul is going to be called, and Marlin's going back to the line to shoot two. Foul's on Ryland Henry. It's either Ryland or Ryland. I don't know how they pronounce that, but Henry is his last name. And that's his second. Here's a pass inside to McGee. McGee gets the deuce down in close, and it's 22-5. Across the timeline, they come a running, and there's a undercut there by Irvin. As Tillin Irvin's in the game for the Tigers. The ball will go out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth. Shot by Hancock's no good. Gets his own rebound. Has it stripped away by Yarbrough. Picked up by Irvin. The Tigers down the floor. Irvin giving it on the left side. Closes up very quickly. Now he's giving the three, and it won't go. Rebound, Hancock. 2:12 left first period, 22-5. Henry drives. I looked like he double dribbled. Yeah, the backside official didn't say it, but the side court did, and it will be Tiger basketball following the floor mistake. And into the game comes Zach Wright. Also is J.T. Smith. Tanner Davis also. And Tillin Irvin, the five starters. Oh, and there's a three-pointer in the corner. It's up and good while I'm trying to find numbers. And Tanner Davis hit a three from the corner. And Kossuth all the way down the floor. Took a long pass along the baseline. Hancock tries to drive with it, loses it. It's picked up there by Davis. Now to Irvin, who moves from left to right on the right post, and the shot won't go, but a whistle and a foul called on the floor. And I think that one was on Jackson. Inbound and a long three-pointer put up. This one won't go as Davis tries from the right wing. Rebound Kossuth. They come down, put up a three. This one's off, no good. Rebound taken down there by Wright. Wright over to Davis. Davis goes in, loses it, and a ball picked up on the floor and put up and in by J.T. Smith. So he picks up his first 2 points on the night, and it's 27-5. 22 points to lead, 46 seconds left to go here in the first period. Henry finally gets away from a triple team, gets it over, and now a shot down on the low post is off, no good. That's going to be on Zach Wright. To the line is Danny Seals to shoot two. Seals, a substitute. Missed the first free throw. Into the game for the Tigers is Nesbitt. Out goes Irvin. And the second shot is up and good by Seals, who hit 1 out of 2 there. And the Tigers come down the floor with it. As going in and putting up a shot on the baseline is Wright. It won't go. Rebound fought for, knocked out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth. 21 seconds now in the quarter. 3 more to go after this. Tigers up by 21. Bryson Jackson dribbling, working hard against Smith, but that was a steal. Coming away with it is Wright. Wright gets it over to Smith. Smith stops with the buzzer, and the three-pointer won't go. 27-6 for Evermore. The first quarter score. We'll take a 60-second pause. We'll come back for quarter number 2. dish it off to Henry, and Henry's going to be called for a travel on the left side as he was admirably trying to get it in the lane and make something happen, but he traveled with the basketball. Yarbrough spin, NBA move, spin, and jump, and a follow is up and good. As McGee wanted the tip, but it didn't time it right. He had to go back down and come back up and put it in. Counts 2 points either way, but full court pressure, and there's a charge that's going to be assessed. Rylan Henry, who ducked his shoulder down and buried right into Wheeler Wilkes. And that's going to be, I think, the third foul on Henry. It's 35-6. Yarbrough will dribble down for the Tigers, goes in, high bank shot, a little too hard. McGee had the rebound, but his momentum took him out of the inline. And it will be Kossuth basketball with 5:51 remaining. Inbound now to Jackson. Jackson left side to Hutchins. To Jackson. Right side to Tucker. Now Yarbrough is going to collide with Hutchins. And there's a foul called on Yarbrough. And that's 2 on Marlin. And now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout Carpenter with 5:28 left to go in the second. 35-6 the score. Tigers up. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, the crowd has thinned out a bit. When the Tigers jumped up by 20, a lot of
they heard we were on the air. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's probably what it is, I'm sure. As Jackson will inbound it following the timeout. And Hutchins is trapped by Garrett Smith on the left side. Gets it out. Aggies let 11 o'clock get down to about 5 minutes to go here. Trailing 35-6. Pass on the baseline. Jackson coming up with the loose ball out there is Jackson. Loose ball's picked up and the Tigers have it back. McGee outs it, and down on the inside, Smith's shot won't go, and a loose ball following the rebound. They're going to give it to the Aggies. 35-6 the score, 4:45 left to go in the first half of play. So across the timeline comes Jackson. Pivots left, goes right. Here's a steal by Wilkes. Wilkes is off to the races. He'll be going in for the shot. Will he hit it? Yes, he will. So Wilkes with 9 now. Gerald's with 11, and Yarbrough with 6. McGee was 6 for that matter. And now there's an attempted steal. The Aggies get it back. Driving bank shot that was intended by Hancock is going to be up on the supports of the backboard. And the Tigers will bring it down the floor, driving down underneath the McGee. McGee is a little wide open. Hats off to Tanner Davis for the pass underneath as he gets an assist there. And the Tiger lead jumps up to 33. Now with it is Jackson on the right side now. to Hancock. To Hutchins. Left side now to Jackson. He backs up the dribble. Whistle. And a timeout called. Timeout Kossuth. 3:21 left to go in the second period. Tigers up 39-6. We're going to take a 30-second pause, and we'll be right back. Stay with us. Well, I'm not sure what the strategy is for this timeout, but I guess when you're down 33 points, you have to come up with something dramatic. Obviously a very young Kossuth team. And right now the Tigers having their way with them. Bryson Jackson takes the inbounds pass. Well, face-to-face with Tanner Davis. Jackson gets it back, drives baseline, puts up a bank shot. It's going to be foul before the shot. And I think that one's on Nesbitt. Never sure with those fingers. Inbounds and a steal. Coming up with the ball is the Tigers' J.T. Smith. He'll be called for traveling as he tries to go down and pass it along the baseline. Give it to the Aggies at exactly 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Jackson across the timeline. Gets it over now to Tucker. Tucker is going to try to pass it in the corners, batted out by the Tigers. And Tanner Davis gets some problem with, looks like maybe a leg cramp. He checks out. In comes Irvin. Dylan Irvin's in. Inbounds pass, fought for. Irvin gets it tapped, gets it over to Nesbitt. Nesbitt takes it in, missed the layup. Rebound taken down by Kossuth. With it is Seals. Gets it over to Jackson. Jackson goes in the lane, is going to put up a shot. It's smothered by the Tigers. But touch last and out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth. 2:32 left in the half now. Inbound. And Jackson has it, head of the key, goes right wing now. That's going to be Hancock. Baseline, pass down in the corner, a three, put up no good. Rebound taken down by Hutchinson. Bastion Hutchinson.
The Biscuit.
Or Biscuit, whichever one you prefer. But the Tigers are going to throw it away.
See Skylar Gill down there, Bill.
Where's that?
Down here to our left, playing at UNA, having an outstanding season so far. May have a night off. Just took a short drive over here to watch Lady Tigers.
Well, that's terrific. Good to see her.
Yep.
Didn't get to see much of her myself last year.
Yeah.
Tigers are brought back on defense, and the Kossuth loses the ball in the lane. They just can't get off of that 6. Across the timeline comes J.T. Smith. He'll drive in, try the bank shot, got it, and they're going to wave it off and call him for an offensive foul.
Well, they're having the night that we had over at Lawrence County last Friday night.
It's somewhat similar. Driving down goes Jackson in the lane, and he all by himself, and he ended up handing it to Nesbitt. Nesbitt gets the outlet pass to Smith. Down in the corner now to Wright. pass from the baseline out toward the perimeter is going to get away from everybody. And I'm not even sure who passed it, but it's out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth with 1:13 left to go in the half. My guess is they'll run a lot of clock in the second half. Here's a driving jumper underneath by Jackson, who's just really not big enough to be down there with those guys. But he's going to go to the line, shooting two. I don't know who the foul was on. At this point, it really doesn't matter.
Is who it was on.
We're going to charge it to Nesbitt.
Yeah.
But the first shot's going to be up and good by Jackson. So they got 7. Second shot. It's off, no good. Rebound, put up and in by Tucker. So he gets a 2 underneath. And J.T. Smith with it on the outside to Nesbitt on the baseline. Goes through his hands. He thought it was touched last by Tucker, but the official said, no, sir, give it to Kossuth. Jackson drives in, takes about 3 steps before the basket, hands the ball off to Nesbitt again. Nesbitt down the floor, and is going to be attacked there, trying to save it in with Wright, but he couldn't hit the Kossuth leg properly. Picked up by the Aggies. They run the floor to get down on the end, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called against the Tigers. That's going to be on McGee. No, it's not. McGee's not in the game. And to the line goes Danny Siegels again. And he hits the first one. And he hits the second one. So it's 39-10 now, a 29-point game. Tigers up, 21 seconds left to go in the half, and Smith standing at midcourt, dribbling between his legs. Get off to Irvin. Irvin waits for the 10-second mark, goes in, puts up a jumper. They're going to call him for charging. As when you attack a bunch of people like that and then get overextended, and you don't expect to get a charging foul, but that's what happens. Inbound by the Aggies with 8 seconds left. Now it's run down to 3.7 seconds remaining as it's knocked out of bounds. The Tigers still in full court pressure. Now they're saying it's Tiger basketball. So Hardin County will get the last shot here if they play their cards right. Inbounds. Here's a three-pointer at the buzzer. It's off, no good, as Zach Wright giving it his best shot. And the first half comes to a close. Hardin County's Tigers up by 29 here as the Lady Tigers win 61-49 early tonight. So with that said, we've got Ron Burnham waiting on tap here for you after this commercial message. So stay with us here on K93, and don't you dare touch that dial. Back with more Tiger basketball right here on K93, The Roar.
I got to quit.
All right, welcome back to halftime here of the men's game. 39-10, Hardin County on top at halftime. And we'll bring in Coach Ron Burnham. And, Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Well, I appreciate that to get 2 wins this week at home in front of our home crowd. It was fun. We had to work for this one. Sometimes during the game, we had to beat 6.
Well, I agree with that. But, Kossuth had a good team. They really teamwork, half court was good. They moved well. They shot the ball well.
Oh, yeah. Listen, we played them last year, and they have everybody coming back that was on that team last year except one player. And we played them at Alcorn Central for a Christmas tournament. And going in the fourth quarter, we were down 1 point. So we ended up winning by 7. I knew we were going to be in for a good game. She does a good job about switching her defense up. They play a good man, and they play a good zone. We were better at transition than they were, and we were better at underneath the goal. But they had some tough kids, and I thought we did a lot of good things. I thought our defense looked good. I thought we took a couple of charges that wasn't called, and I just thought we did some good things. And then we have to learn when we're ahead, like in the end of the first half, we're up 15. It's all right to be up 15.
Yeah.
We ended up going in up 10 because we tried to make a hard pass, and then we fouled right at the end with 1.1. That's the kind of stuff that we got to get really clean up and get better at. But I thought that Sarah did a good job running the offense. I thought that once that Reese hit that 3 in that left corner over there, I think that turned her on. She come alive, and she started playing really well for us. And somehow we got to try to keep Haley Haddock in out of foul trouble, and that's going to be a tough job. But, I thought Katie came in and played a lot of good minutes for her. She just needs to be strong with the ball when she rebounds, especially. She's come a long ways, and she played good tonight.
Well, you're talking about Haley inside. Now, the last foul, that was one of those tweeners where she just got caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time. She got one foul on a block that wasn't any body contact. She just sort of stood there, and that sort of thing I don't understand. And the thing in high school basketball, she's tall.
Right.
And she, like tonight, they had no answer inside, and she had the height advantage where she could go up and over.
Right.
That's not a foul.
No, it's not a foul. And in the one you were talking about, I said to the referee that she not just blocked that. She said, yeah, it was a clean block. She hit her with the body. And I'm thinking she went straight up, and that girl went straight up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, when your kids, unless it's a really obvious foul with a big on small, it should always probably go with the block. I mean, unless they're to knock her to the ground, unless there's a hard body contact, just smooth. Like watching this game, there's a whole lot of fouls, and here that wasn't called.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have contact inside, and I hate that body now. Sometimes good offensive players will lean in or whatever. Yeah. But on those situations, on block shots, I mean, too many times they whistle it real quick instead of just letting it kind of play out and see how, if they get knocked to the ground, it's one thing. If it's not. But I was telling Bill, though, we had a slow start, then we kind of got started, and it was good to see Reese get back in the offensive groove, like you said, 17 points tonight. That's unofficial. And then Faith Ann, she got it going on the outside a little bit. Haley Hardin got it going on the outside a little bit, so I know that's encouraging for you.
Right. Reese had 17. That's official. I got the official book with me, by the way. So it's official.
I was going off Bill's number. Yeah. Nothing's ever official when
it was Reese and Sarah's birthday yesterday.
Oh.
So, happy birthday to them. And the day before, it was Bailey Gamble's birthday. So we had 3 birthdays in 2 days in there. So, having a birthday, getting older, you know how it is when we get older. I wish I was that old again.
Yeah.
But, we wish them a happy birthday. But they both came out and played really well for us. And we just need to be a little smarter with the ball and cut down a few turnovers and get our half-court offense running a little bit smoother. And I'll be real happy with our team.
Well, it seems like, these games that we're having, like we talked earlier, you're getting a lot of players in the game. You're seeing who can handle pressure, who can do the things that you want done. And really, after we make the turn in December, you're probably narrowing it down to your 6-8 people that you can trust when we get into district time.
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of B games in, and we get to watch them in the B games. So, and we just, the same thing what we talked about before about being a role player. Just know your role. Your role is to come in and play really good defense for us, and also don't turn the ball over on offense. And that's what we need you to do. And if you can do that, then we need you. But if you can make shots, we'll take them. We don't mind taking them. We don't mind you shooting wide open shots. But we need you to make sure you don't turn it over, and we need to make sure that you play one-shot defense. And you do that, it can help us.
We got a long week ahead. The game on Wednesday has been moved to January against Bolivar. So we got a long week ahead next Friday against Red Bay.
You're killing me. You almost got it. The game's on Tuesday.
And now it's back on Tuesday?
No. It was on Tuesday.
It was on Tuesday.
And then we're moving to a Wednesday in January.
Yeah.
But you said Wednesday.
Well, it's all over the place.
We're all good.
Yeah, it's in January. Who knows?
But and as like I was telling you the other day, it's the first game ever that I've ever coached a regular season game on a Wednesday. But there was no other place that we could match up with Bolivar that they would be happy with them dates, and also us be happy with the dates. So it ended up being on a Wednesday. So.
Well, the Red Bay game ought to be pretty good. If I remember right, they brought a pretty good crowd over here when we played last year.
Yeah, Red Bay is a team that is going to be a tough team to beat. They're the ones that go to the state tournament. Kossuth was the runner-up last year in the state tournament, so they were pretty good. So, and they can get back there. They had 2 Bulldogs now.
Yeah.
And when you got them mad, they were ready to bite you. They were.
Exactly.
The 41, she decided, well, okay, I'm playing downhill, and she was going downhill. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your win, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate
we'll
it.
see you on Saturday. Hopefully we'll talk about these 2 wins and get everybody lined up for next Friday night in Red Bay, Alabama. The second half tip between the men are coming up. 39-10 our score, Hardin County on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
$39-10, the halftime score in the second game tonight is the Hardin County Tigers and the Kossuth, Mississippi Aggies are on the featured bill tonight. And as the Lady Tigers win it 61-49 in the opener, and the Tigers right now are cruising toward a
running clock,
I'm thinking. But Kossuth will take it out. Reeling Henry with it now to Jackson. Oh, he traveled, but he got away with it. And they go to Hancock baseline. He'll throw it away. He tries to airmail it down the line with Yarbrough standing there, and Yarbrough couldn't get to it, so there's not much chance that it was going to stay in bounds. So the Tigers will take it out. Yarbrough will drive and try to go down to McGee on the baseline. McGee struggles, gets control of it, gets it out now to Smith. Garrett Smith will pass it off. It's picked up by Yarbrough, back to Smith. Now to Gerald for 3 in the corner. Missed it. Rebound is McGee to Yarbrough. Yarbrough tries the fadeaway 3. It's off, no good. Rebound Jackson, and the Aggies will come down. Just underway in the third period. Here's a jumper that's off, no good by Hancock. Tigers get the rebound. Yarbrough off to the races. Loses it in the circle, though, on the offensive end. Picked up by McGee. Pumped outside. Here's a 3 that was from downtown Pickwick by Willie Wilkes. That thing was at least 12 feet outside the circle there, but he hit it. And Tiger lead now is 32. Hancock, Jackson stops. 8-foot jumper, got it. So, Rulon Henry, pass to Gerald, to Wilkes, McGee. Quick pass from Yarbrough down to McGee, and he just kind of laid a little soft one-hander over in the basket. And they drop back on defense now, leading by 32. Henry in the lane, jumper swirled it. Rulon Henry comes alive for the Aggies. And the Tigers come down the floor. Geralds is going to try a spin move on the low post left side. He's going to be fouled right there. I think it's on Jackson, his second. To the line goes Tyler Geralds, and he'll be shooting 2. First shot, yes. Second shot is up and good. He hit them both. He's got 13 now. And Aggies will dribble down. Tigers in a man-to-man. Apparently, and the Aggies work it down on the low post, and Smith is going to pick up a personal foul. And I think that's his first, and no shooting. 5:32 left in the third, 46-14. Henry gets the inbounds pass. Left wing to Hancock. Hancock tries to bounce pass it inside. It's going to be stolen away by Geralds off to Yarbrough. Yarbrough underneath to McGee. McGee too far under, has to swing it out on the left side. Will stop at the high post left, kicks it outside to Smith. Smith to Yarbrough. Yarbrough splits a double team, goes in with a hook shot. Boy, he got hammered. He got saw-bladed under there. And Yarbrough is going to go shoot 2. That's going to be on Seals. No damage there. Yarbrough goes to the line, missed the first free throw. The clock is stopped. Second shot. He got it. 47-14 now. Once again, 33 points the difference. Bryson Jackson tries to lob underneath to Hancock. Hancock gets the pass inside, lays it up and in. Nice move right there. They've been doing a lot of that in the first half. This would be a much different game. But as Kossuth gets down the floor, they try to break it out on the left side, and they throw it away, and it'll be Tiger basketball. With it, outside, it's Geralds. Geralds goes on the dribble in, lays it off the glass. I mean, the defense backed up. Geralds just took them as far as they go. When they started to come out, he laid it up off the glass and scored. Nice gambit on that as he got to the smart way. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called, I think, on Yarbrough. That may be 3 on Yarbrough. It is 3 on Yarbrough. Now with it is Henry. Only 2 team fouls per in this half. 4-13. And to get it down low to Seals, he loses it out, but a whistle and a foul called on Smith. And the third team foul for the Tigers. Inbound Seals. Seals turnaround jumper won't go. Rebound McGee. McGee to Smith. Tigers running. Smith, Yarbrough. Yarbrough attacked on the right. Goes underneath to McGee. McGee's one hand hook shot, and he got it. McGee went out with a a little soft lob inside, and it scores, and it's 51-16. Plus the Aggies are going to throw it away when they come back down the floor.
Well, somebody needs to come throw it in.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We need to have somebody.
Yeah.
All right, no, here comes. Here, Till and Urban found. I think they thought it was that it was going to be a Kossuth ball. Anyway, with it is Smith, J.T. Smith on the right wing, and a three-pointer put up by Nisbet. Whoa, Nisbet puts on a show out there with about a 24-footer. And Jackson goes to Hancock, left wing, 54-16. With it, Tucker now. Pass inside, and the jumper up, no good, a whistle and a foul call. Taking the jumper was Bryson Jackson. The foul is going to be on Hutchinson as Biscuits in the game. And to the line, shooting 2 is Seals. Check that. That's Jackson. Hit the first, missed the second. And the Tigers get the rebound. And they go to Nesbitt on the baseline, tries to go on the left wing in the corner to right. It gets away from him. It's out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth. 2:37 left. There's a travel right there. They just let him get away with it. Ethan Tucker out of Hancock, goes baseline, puts up a jumper, blocked by Wright. Loose ball picked up by Jackson. Jackson's jumper won't go. Tip is good, but a whistle. And a foul is going to be called on J.T. Smith. 2:08 now, and the clock is running during the free throw here, so we've got a running clock going anyway. First shot is off and no good. Put up there by Jackson. Second shot, missed them both. Fight for the rebound and a whistle and a foul call on somebody. It's going to be called on Bastion Hutchinson again. On the line, shooting 2 is Danny Seals. First shot's up, it's good. And it's 54-18 now with clock running, 1:20 left to go, and he hits both of them. So that helped the Aggie cause, but the cause is pretty dire right now. Across the timeline comes the Tigers Smith, J.T. Smith. Head fakes, penetrates, backs up, head fakes again. Now he's in the dribble exhibition. In the corner right. A pass and going to be saved in the backcourt by Tillin Irvin. It's almost a steal, but Irvin ends up with it, takes it down, and DeLay pumps up a bank shot, and he's going to hit it. So Irvin gets on the board with 2. 36 seconds left in the quarter. With it is Tucker. On the right wing now to Henry. Now to Hancock, drives in, splits a double team, took it up and in. Nice shot by Jack Hancock. 56-21 now, 8 seconds. 7-6. Smith got it. Whoa, J.T. Smith. And the buzzer goes off following that. I didn't see how they would get a shot off in that short of a period of time, but 59-21 to score. 38 points to lead, and Tigers in the driver's seat. We'll take a pause here for a word. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. All right.
That was good timing on my part.
Yeah, I know. That last. Yeah. We talked with Mac at the station, and Steve's giving her a hard time. I'm trying to help her out.
Yeah.
59-21. Tigers have it to start the fourth period, and they cough it up right off the bat. Yarbrough will have it his pocket picked by Henry, and Henry will bring it down for the Aggies. Looking at the gymnasium, you'd think that there wasn't a game played tonight.
Well, this
a lot more players than there are fans. As Yarbrough tips it away, gets the steal, takes it down, and scores easily there with.
This is what it looked like during COVID last year.
I was just thinking that's probably exactly what it looked like.
It did.
But
take away the cheerleaders, and it's about exactly what we had.
Lest we forget there's a game going on. The Aggies try to penetrate on the baseline. It's batted away, and it will be Kossuth basketball on the inline. Eternal clock underway here. Inbound, so right into the hand of Yarbrough. Yarbrough drives, banks, scores. He took it down on the right side, one-hander up, and he's now got 11. Down the floor they go. The Aggies, that is. Shot off by Jackson, no good. Rebound is Gerald's. Gerald's over to Yarbrough. Yarbrough, long pass down to McGee, and McGee lays it up and in for an easy deuce. 65-21. Without that running clock, they could have scored 100 tonight, I believe. Riddle and Henry to Hunter Hutchins. 6 minutes left. Down the baseline, stripped away. Seagulls loses it. Picked up by Gerald's. Gerald's to Yarbrough, and the Tigers on the attack. Timeout on the floor, and it's just going to be they're not even going to stop it. They're just going to switch players out. In comes Hutchinson. Out comes Nesbitt. In comes Wright. In comes J.T. Smith and Taylor Irvin. So the first team off the floor now. Irvin drives in the lanes under to Hutchinson. Hutchinson was wrangled up under there with number 25. I can find his number. That's Grayson Ivey. Whistle and a foul called on Ivey, and Hutchinson goes to the line, and he will be shooting two. The first shot is off the back rim. 65-21 to score. 5:08 clock running here continually in the fourth quarter as the Tigers are going to pick up win number 2 tonight. And the second shot by Hutchinson's up and good. Lady Tigers win 61-49 earlier in the evening, if you just joined us. And the crowd has just about deserted us. And now the Aggies attack the lane with Ryland Henry, or Riddland Henry, I don't know how to pronounce that. He will take it right straight through, step on the end line. The Tigers will have it out. J.T. Smith on the other end puts up about a 15-foot jumper, and he hit it. So J.T. Smith gets his 7th point on the night. A lot of scoring by the Tiger bench tonight, but then a lot of play by the Tigers as bringing it down the floor and taking it deep is Ivy. He's going to be fouled. And I didn't see who it was on, and I'm not going to bother to look it up. To the line, however, they're going to give 2 free throws to Ivy and let the clock run while he shoots. I said 2 was a 1-and-1. It must have been on the floor then. He missed it. Rebound, Hutchinson. J.T. Smith. It's Irvin. Irvin had it stripped from him. Outlet, and the fast break is run, and going up for the shot is number 5. That's Blake Doles. Nope. That's Riddland Henry, and he's going to go to the line. He's going to be shooting 2. First shot It's good. 305, 304, 303. Second run is up and good as well. 68-23. I'm not sure the Tigers had this lopsided a victory in mind tonight. Irvin goes to Smith, to Nesbitt on the right wing. Smith gets it back, drives, puts up a jumper at the free throw line. Hutchison gets the rebound, puts the follow-up, won't go, fight for it, and it's knocked out of bounds. Touched last by the Aggies. 2:25 left to go in the game, and this thing will be over in just a few minutes. Smith outside of Nesbitt, giving a three. He takes it. He missed it. Rebound. Smith has it back. Now it's stripped away and picked up there by Doles. And here comes Henry with it, and he'll throw it away, trying to get it on the right wing on the other end of the floor. So we'll be, let's see, that next game, which will be Red Bay, is on the 17th. Is that a Friday?
That's a Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night.
I think so. Is that down on the coast?
Yeah. So we'll be out. We'll be having a rest here for about 10 days. 7 days or 8 days.
I can say I've never been to Red Bay, Alabama.
I have been there twice.
How do we get there?
Nice little community. We'll see, won't we?
I guess.
There's always a GPS. Anyway, so the time.
Yeah, your GPS and the regular GPS is one thing. We were close to somewhere over in Memphis. You said we were 3 hours away, and then you figured out you had it on walking.
I had it on bicycle or walking or something. I don't know. Anyway, Irvin takes a baseline jumper. Won't go. Rebound Hutchison. Wright gets the stick back. Got it. Yes. Zach Wright gets two. He gets on the board. And there's 41 seconds left. Obviously, not much attention going on to what's going on the floor right now. Wright gets it over. The shot's off. Wright gets a rebound. And coming out is Smith with 25 seconds remaining. In the corner to Nesbitt. Being guarded there. Doesn't go with it. Irvin drives, puts up a delayed jumper, no good. Hutchison gets the rebound, goes up for it. He's hammered. The first shot he was fouled, and then he got the rebound, he was fouled again. And now they're just saying, hey, let the clock stop. And they stopped the clock for some reason. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. And as the buzzer sounds, the shot by Kossuth is off and no good, and 70-23 is forevermore your final score as the Tigers put it on Kossuth tonight, and they fall victim to the Tigers' third victory of the season, or second victory of the season, and so now the Tigers are 2-3, and looking forward to evening that up as they go to Red Bay.
Yeah, you know, right now they needed a win. They'd lost 3 in a row, and they needed this tonight. 70-point output on offense, the biggest of the year so far. Gave up 23. I'm sure that's the least amount that they've given up. But, you know, Kossuth looked young. Not much punk in here tonight as they take it on the chin. They made a lot of mistakes. And
Tanner Davis must have a sprained ankle.
Yeah, he's kind of battled one, I think, on and off. But, you know, you need a win, and they got that, and so that gives them some momentum going into a long week. And they'll head over to Red Bay, Alabama, and it won't be easy over there, I'm sure, as you heard Coach Carpenter say and Coach Burnham both. They got a rich history of really good basketball in Alabama.
Well, you could tell that was a young team and not a whole lot of experience. The backcourt looked like they were freshmen, so it's a building process for them. But like you said, it's really important for the Tigers to get momentum going, and getting a win any way you have to get it is a start.
Yeah, to get that feeling of what it's like to win. And they took one on the chin. I know Tuesday night was a rough night. We ended up losing by 10, but if you remember, we were up by 10 late in that game, and, you got to learn to finish games off. That's what Coach Carpenter was talking about. It wasn't that we played that bad. It's just that we didn't finish the correct way.
The timing wasn't there when you needed it.
Yeah, and so we couldn't hit the baskets when we needed to. But tonight, we have a big output of offensive basketball. Same thing with the girls. We get a couple of girls, Faith Ann, and also Reese getting going tonight, and Marlon getting going tonight as well. So and also Wheeler too. Let's don't forget Wheeler. He's battling. Excuse me. He's battling an ankle injury too, so he looked better tonight too.
Absolutely. Let's look at the scoring real quick before we go off the air. The leading scorer for the Tigers tonight is Tyler Geralds at 15, but he had a lot of help. Caleb McGee had 14. That's good to see Caleb in double figures. Wheeler Wilkes had 12. Marlon Yarbrough had 11. So that's 4 players in double figures. You do that, you're going to win a lot of games, no matter who you play. So looking further down the lineup there, we got J.T. Smith with 7. Tanner Davis and Nathan Nesbitt with 3 apiece. Zach Wright had 2. Tillin Irvin had 2. And Bastion Hutchinson had 1. And just about every player on the squad put points on the board tonight.
Yeah, it was a big night, and I want you to remind everybody, Sports Talk on Saturday morning at 9, and we'll talk to Coach Burnham and Coach Carpenter about tonight and get you set for next week. And, if you want to kind of get inside the heads of what they were thinking and during the games, that's a great program because they give a lot of insight to how the games went according to the way they wanted them to go. And the one good thing I like about both of them when they come in, they sort of tell it like it is, and sometimes they do a lot of coaching on the air. You've been there, so. But 2 big wins tonight. Girls off to a really hot start. Lost a close one over at Lawrence County, but they look like they're getting closer and closer to firing on all cylinders. And then, like I said, got a big win here tonight.
You used to make sure Rory eats his biscuit.
I will. He always wants that biscuit, and Ron wants too.
All right, with that, we'll just call it a night. I know you're going. So, Lady Tigers win. Tigers win. What else can you ask for? So that'll be just about all for us. For my good friend Steve Carnell and my good friend Steve Smith. I'm Bill Sharp saying good night, Tiger fans.
Great job, Mac.
Thank you, Mac.
See you later.
Bye-bye.